Hi, so yesterday we talked in Rants and Reflections, the letter D, all about decision making, do, delegate, delay, and delete. The thing is somebody came back, Holly, hi Holly, and she asked, hey, can we talk about decision fatigue? Absolutely. So decision fatigue is how you feel at the end of the day when you have been in your business all day long or at work all day long, making decisions and managing tasks, putting out fires, doing all the things. You get home and someone says, hey, what do you want for dinner? And you just want to look at them and kill them because you just don't want to have to make one more decision. This is why Steve Jobs wore the same uniform. This is why a lot of entrepreneurs don't very much what they wear because they don't want to have to make a decision on something like clothing. The fewer decisions that you have to make in your regular routine, the more bandwidth you have inside your brain to manage the bigger decisions and the ones that move the needle and have a much bigger impact overall. So one thing to think about is if you don't know the time of day where your brain is like freshest and open to receiving the information that you would need to base your decisions, you need to figure that out. So for me, decisions are best made between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. generally. In the morning, I need a kind of a slower runway. So between 7-ish and 10-ish, I try not to make too many very impactful decisions. I leave myself a list of decisions that need to be made, maybe some research that needs to be done for that 11 o'clock to 3 o'clock, 10 o'clock to 3, something like that. Some days, they're not good decision days. And as we talked yesterday, once you're intentional about delaying a decision, you put it on the calendar and you do it on a day where it's going to make sense. The last thing you want to do is make a decision and then continue to change it. Most of the time, my advice is you make a decision, you stick with it for 90 days. It takes about 90 days to get into the marketplace, for people to have, consumer expectations, to maybe start buying your new product or your service in a new way or whatever. And I go into a lot more detail of that in my boot camp. But the fact is you want to make a decision that you're willing to stick with for a period of time. I say 90 days. Other people would advise different things, and that's okay. But if you're not in a mental space to make a decision, then make sure you do an intentional delay. If you don't know what time of day is best for you to gather the information, talk to people, and make the decision, I want you to take a week or two, and I really want you to figure that out. Figure out which times of day you are so exhausted that your decisions almost feel like default. Because when you decide not to decide, you made a decision. The decision is the default. So figure that out for yourself, and then you'll know when to plan to make those decisions. And having a list of decisions that need to be made on your desk and you can work through them, a couple each day, is an amazing control feature in your life because you can decide when you make those decisions. But if you don't decide, you're going to get the default outcome and result. I'll talk to you soon.